What's up? It's me, PinkMotor25 here, and today I have a brand new segment to my channel, Coaster Reviews, starting with the coasters I've ridden in 2016, which only includes Civilized Great America for the moment, and I will be doing these in reverse alphabetical order. So, reverse alphabetical order, only riding coasters at Great America, so due to my 2016 knowledge and notes, I concluded that X-Flight will be my first ride, which is an outstanding B&M wing coaster, located at everyone's favorite and basically the only Illinois park. So yeah, since this is new, it's a new segment to my channel. My goal is to share knowledge and experience for those who have yet to experience the target or subject ride, which is X-Flight. And I try to make this as unbiased as possible, but it's still new, so expect some rusty decisions due to the inexperience of the format of this. I'll rate all the categories out of 10, 3 scores at the end. Total score, average score, and my personal score. So, there will be at least 7 categories for every ride. You'll see these as I go along. The only category that X-Flight will feature that is different from other coasters would be the inversions category. There's also some extra things like launches or backward sections, which I'm still contemplating that. You'll see them as I move along. Sorry about the delay. Hope you guys all watch, learn, and enjoy. The drop. X-Flight features a wing over drop and was the first. I think it might have been the first. I don't know. Was the Swarm first or this? It was the first North American wing coaster to feature a wing over drop, which is basically a slow 180-degree roll as the coaster disconnects from the lift hill. Which, it's kind of like a slow-mo dive loop right as the ride starts. And it's also a very good turnaround. Wing over drops are always great, and just some of the best drops on any coaster model like ever. It's not the tallest drop in the world, but the hang time packed inversion drop. Any drop with a free inversion on it is just amazing, and wing over drops are no exception. In my opinion, any wing over drop, if it's smooth, provides some good hang time, it gets a 10 out of 10. It's a great wing over drop. It's just like any other. Intensity. Wing coasters are not necessarily known for their forces or intensity. X-Flight does pull some G's in the back, though. And the front row, I rode that on last time I went there, opening day. And it was genuinely quite a speedy experience. I felt like I was going very fast. There was cold Chicago wind blowing right in my face. Made my eyes water and my teeth cold because I was yelling out things of excitement. The inversions are somewhat compact, but not like B&M old school invert compact. They're more of a banshee compactness. They're elegant, graceful, but still somewhat jammed together, not like randomly thrown about. The near-miss elements are always a fun moment. It features 2 near-miss moments, actually 3. It features 3 near-miss moments, flying through a gate barge, a full-blown mission tower, and that random yellow and black caution structure that used to spray water or mist jets, but really doesn't anymore, because it's Six Flags, but I don't know what that's about. I mean, the elements are fun, it's a somewhat intense ride, but overall, I feel like that other coasters like Batman, Goliath, and even Viper outclasses it in intensity. I mean, especially Batman and Goliath. Those two are quite intense rides, it's just a rush. Airtime. On X-Flight, there's little to no airtime, and the ride has some great hang time though, especially on the wing over drop and the stalled inline twist to end the ride. Not exactly airtime, but it's still very suitable and a suitable replacement. Hang time will receive partial credit in my book, and it's some great hang time. I'll give it right about the average hang time. I'll give it right about the average airtime amount. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Because I don't think hang time, it's a unique element, but I think airtime is much better on a coaster. I mean, next up, we got the duration. X-Flight duration is its weak point. It really is. The ride only lasts about 42 seconds from the drop to the brake run, and it feels over very quickly. Very quickly. And it'd be nice if it was a minute long, but you kind of have to accept the fact that it's only this long and this short of a ride. And it's just, you're really one with the coaster life. if you decide to wait quite a bit of time for 42 seconds of thrill. Just coaster life. Was thinking about using a hashtag, but no, not gonna do that. Inversions. X-Lite features 5 inversions. It's a wing over drop, 2 0G rolls, an Immelman, and a stalled inline twist. The order goes wing over drop, 0G roll, Immelman, 0G roll, stalled inline twist. The inversions are solid, they're not sloppy, they're smooth, enjoyable, some great transitions. Not as loopy as Gatekeeper, which features 6 inversions, but it's still very loopy, still very inversion heavy, still very fun as well. It's just overall a great ride, and great inversions as well. 8 out of 10. Restraints. X-Lite features B&M Best Restraints, which I feel like are tighter than later ones when it comes to like riding Banshee, built 2 years after this, and still features the same restraints. My gripe with X-Lite restraints is that if you lean forward, the shoulder straps register your movement and they tighten when you pull back. Like if you need to lean forward to do your buckle or something, or maybe look at your shoes, or make sure I don't know, something involving that. It's just the shoulder straps will tighten, causing some discomfort throughout the ride. But it really only happens when you're idle. You don't really notice the discomfort in your shoulders on the ride. Other than that, the restraints are great, and they're definitely a lot better than the bulky B&M old school invert restraints. Overall, really great. Up next, we have the smoothness. X-Lite being built in 2012. It's very new. Does not have a rattle yet, and glides along the track very smoothly. Transitions are smooth. Restraints prevent any headbanging or ear banging whatsoever. Just overall, very smooth. It's a great, smooth experience. Sometimes I feel like the wings kind of slightly move up and down or back and forth along the ride. Maybe, I don't know why, it's just a weird thing. It gives you a little bit of a scare, like it's getting loose, but it only happens a few times a year. You just feel your little wing just bobbing up and down a little bit. So yeah, that's the X-Lite smoothness right there. I'll give it a 9.5. Not exactly perfect, but still very close to doing so. Theming. X-Lite is themed to a mission plane pilot on a top secret mission called X-Flight. The guy that tells you, oh, fasten your restraints, buckle your safety belt, make sure you wait for the operators to check you. He sounds a lot like a drill sergeant. And the trains, if you look closely, somewhat resemble spy planes in the center of the wings. They look like little flat plane drone spy plane things. Great English. And some of the theming include the also fly through an entire freaking mission tower, pictured. It looks like a radar tower, like an airspace tower. You fly through that. It's a very intense experience. And it starts blasting intense music on the lift hill. I don't know what it sounds. I forget what it sounds like though. And victory sounds like fireworks and jets flying overhead to celebrate your successful run on Mission X-Flight. It's probably the best themed coaster of the Big Five at Great America. Raging Bull, Goliath have pretty much no theming. Batman has some theming. Superman has minimal theming. But yeah, this has some pretty good theming. I'd probably consider it alongside the cast. It's got theming similar to Demon or something. I don't know. It's just generally some decent theming. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. And here we have the scores. We have a total score of 56.5 out of 80. 8 categories, each worth 10 points. Divide that by 8, and you get an average score of 7 1/16 over 10. So I was originally going to put just over 7 out of 10, but I wanted to be precise. My score is an 8 out of 10. One lesson is that the averages are ruthlessly low. I mean, the fact that it's kind of punishing you for the lack of theming. I mean, in order to have a good average score, you need to have perfect everything. Perfect airtime, perfect intensity, perfect theming, which a lot of coasters at Great America don't have, if any. And trust my score more. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from as a person with emotions and all that. X-Flight is a very solid addition to Great America's lineup. Solid coaster. Highly recommend riding this one when visiting Great America. Might be missing some standard elements, such as some decent airtime, but the one-of-a-kind wing coaster experience, the unique experience of being a wing coaster riding on the side of the track is overall just makes up for the lack of airtime and yeah, just makes up for the lack of the airtime and traditional on top of the track elements. So there we have it, guys. We have my X-Lite review at Great America. Great coaster. Recommend checking it out, riding it. Might not have the best efficiency in the lining, dispatching, but it's overall a great ride, and I highly recommend riding it. It's a great experience. I love it. I go on this every time. And I hope you all in the school year pretty well. I've only got I think I have about 2.5 weeks left of school. So wish me luck. We might see another video up by then. But yeah, we're counting down the days. Cedar Point's coming up in less than a month, and I'm very excited about that. Or not less than a month, just about a month. So anyway, I'm getting on topic. Don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I hope you all have a good day, night, evening, whatever. And as always, peace.